Okay, so we're back, and this is actually going to be the last part of this story from Sarah, which has been absolutely amazing so far. You know, the support that people have shown is unbelievable, and the comments, you know, that we've got some people that we hardly even know. You know, there's love out there, and people are so willing to help. Sometimes you've just got to be able to receive help, as hard as they can be sometimes. you know Sometimes it's, you haven't got an option, you have to let it go.
Yeah, so my goal now is to give back to this actual hospital. So I've spent some time thinking how I could do that. My first passion is to work in palliative care. Now, whilst I know that's not for everybody, at the end of the day, we're all going to die at some point, and certainly nobody wants to have those last few weeks, days, hours alone. So if I can sit and keep company people and help them pass over peacefully, then I think that would be an absolute privilege to do. I could use all my life coaching skills and my psychology,
Yeah.
and just allow people to calmly let go and pass over. So one thing is I'd like to work in palliative care, and the other one is using the art studio here. I might turn it into a dance studio and do some dance for people. So I'm thinking ballet, contemporary,
Yeah.
tango, and maybe even a bit of burlesque. And if we could video it and have it going around the hospital, then
Yeah.
the hospital can get to see there is a lady that needs this hospital, couldn't walk, and now is back dancing, just trying to inspire people to get up, get moving, and get going. So my goal really is to give back to the hospital that give so much to me.
That's really touching, Sarah. And there's one thing that I've really noticed within the government health system is that a lot of our older sort of folk are really forgotten about by the health system. It's it really sort of gets me sometimes. Like, I've met a lot of people when I was over in the Princess Alexandra Hospital, and some of these guys are 67 years old. They've been tax-paying citizens in Australia their whole life. However, they're basically forgotten about, and that it's up to their family to look after them. So people who have a lot of money can sort of, they do well, but the older sort of, I guess, not as financially stable people, I guess, fall through the cracks. And I've really noticed the lack of help that's there for them. Like myself, I got around, I think it was $107,000 in my NDIS plan. I spoke to an old chap, his name was Rob, and he was from Byron Bay. He lived in Byron Bay for 50 years, and poor old Rob, he was a farmer, he was a good tax-paying citizen, his wife was a lovely lady, Maggie, she was also a really good taxpayer. And these people are the ones that really deserve it of our help. And basically they were sort of left to fend for themselves. And it's it's quite hard, especially some people don't have family. And I've just sort of seen some real instances where it's actually really, it's a letdown. Like it felt like a real letdown, and that we've forgotten about these guys. So if you can give back, Sarah, that's amazing. If you can just put a smile on someone's face and sit down and maybe listen to one of their stories, or it means the world to a lot of these old people.
Yeah.
There was one thing that I did over in the PA that they introduced, and it was it was virtual reality goggles, and there was one old lady, Lois, and just a really lovely lady, and she she used to work up in the North Queensland, and she used to go out to the reef all the time, and we got these virtual reality goggles, and I asked her, I said, have you ever tried it before? Because she didn't want to, she was too proud to get help from anyone, and I'd talked her into having a go at the virtual reality goggles, and it almost brought tears to her eyes, because I took her to an underwater scene, and you tried it the other night, and
I did. I went into outer space.
yeah.
It was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like it in all my life.
Yeah, and if you can escape these walls, and that's the way you can escape, that's it's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, that's great. There's a lot of people that just need someone's ear to listen to them, and someone kind that's going to make them smile and make them feel like they're worthy. So
Well, I hope that's helped, and if I can inspire or motivate anybody, that's all I want to do. I wish everybody the very best, and just keep going and don't quit.
Sarah, I love your story. Thank you for being open and honest with me. You're right. If we can help one person in 100, then it's been worth it. So I really thank you for your time, and it's been a really good interview. I've really enjoyed it.
My
So
pleasure.
yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, guys, we'll see you next time. Bye.